E.N.D here, from my archives, Hour of Devastation. 5 years ago, I bought these boxes, cracked them, filmed them, but I never released the video. Now is the perfect time to revisit this not so popular, especially at that time, set. As always, when you use the knife, be very careful not to hurt yourself and especially not to damage anything inside the box. Hour of Devastation is the set where Nicol Bolas, the mighty Nicol Bolas, came on Amonkhet to reclaim his immortal army. Chase cards. Hour of Devastation is all about the invocations or masterpieces, or as we know them, the lottery cards. You find one of those cards and you have probably recouped the value of the box. Champion of Wits, the first rare card. Other valuable cards. Nicol Bolas, the Planeswalker, $25-30 at that time. Unfortunately, nowadays it's around $10. Abundant Sarcophagus. Nowadays, there's Neheb, there's Resaket, there's a Scarab God, and there's also a particular rare card, Torment of Hellfire, which is around $25-30. Those are the cards that you want to find. There's a desert. Those are the cards that you want to find if you crack one of these boxes nowadays. During that time, it was a different story. As you can see, the glue, it's a bit difficult. It's a bit hard to open these packs. The glue was, I think they used to put much more glue than today. Today, the pack just open by itself. There's a split card. Not very popular, those split cards. They weren't popular during that time, and they are not popular even today. Split cards, even from Ravnica, split cards are not popular. There's a nice cat. There's a nice cat. So I was saying that Horse Devastation, we see Nicol Bolas reclaiming his immortal army, preparing the invasion of Ravnica in War of the Spark. During that time, we didn't know what he was up to with the immortal army. There is a foil coming card and the full art land and the Scarab God. That's a good hit. Even during that time, it was a good hit. I was saying that no one knew during that time what Nicol Bolas was going to do with his immortal army. Nowadays, because of War as the Spark, we know that he invaded Ravnica. And thanks to the sacrifice of Gideon and the betrayal of Liliana, Nicol Bolas was defeated on Ravnica. So, Locust God, there's another nice mythic card. And another full art land. Also, don't forget that during that time, Wizard of the Coast announced that every set will start to have full art lands and masterpieces. When that news was released, or when that news was announced, everyone started to complain. Value of full art lands started to drop, especially the old full art lands of Zendikar and the Unset. Eventually, there's a third mythic card, the Manager, not a very popular card. Eventually, Wizard of the Coast had to do a U-turn, and going forward, not every set started to have full art lands and especially masterpieces. Masterpieces were discontinued after God's Pharaoh Gift. Very strong card, very, very strong card. I remember that card being played in Standard, very good card. I was saying that Masterpieces was last released in Hour of Devastation, especially when you consider that these were lottery cards, because Ravnica, Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Legions had masterpieces, but those were in the mythic boxes, so they weren't really found in the main. There's Hour of Glory, not a very popular card, not a very used card, but the artwork was a meme, and on social media, Facebook, Instagram, etc., you can find a lot of memes because of the artwork of that card. I'm not going to describe the artwork of that card, but you can imagine what memes there were. I was saying that the last time we had masterpieces or lottery cards in a standard set was in Hour of Devastation. Wizard of the Coast discontinued that, let's say, that product, that practice. Nowadays we have neon ink cards that are difficult to get. We have legend cards, we have serious cards, but not masterpieces. There's an Earthshaker camera, also that card was quite played in standard. In my opinion, it's a pity that we don't have masterpieces, we don't have lottery cards. Hour of Eternity. I like the concept of, a very rare card that you can pull from these boxes. The experience of pulling one of those cards was, let's say, once in a lifetime experience. There's a Mirage Mirror. Nowadays, that experience is only left for collectors in collector booster boxes, in secret layers. And if you buy the basic product, draft, set booster boxes, you have only a chance of hitting a nice, let's say, mythic or rare card, but not a particular very, very rare card from a particular set. It's a pity in my opinion, but that's how Wizard of the Coast nowadays operate. Swarm Intelligence, nothing special there. Hitting an invocation, hitting a masterpiece. There were a couple of interesting masterpieces. Force of Will, just to give you an example. I believe the most expensive and valuable invocation from the Amonkhet Hour of Devastation sets. Force of Will. Hitting that card, I think during that time that card was around $300. Even nowadays it's a very expensive one. $300, meaning that hitting that card you will recoup half a case less. Yes, Hour of Devastation booster boxes, I think during that time were around. There is Razakhet. Okay, so in this box we had the Scarab God and Razakhet. $25 each, which is not bad. I was saying that Hour of Devastation draft booster boxes. Remember that during that time there were no set booster boxes, there were no collector booster boxes, only the draft booster box, only one box, only one product. So hitting a card like Force of Will, Invocation, it meant that you have recouped half of the case. Those boxes were around $95 each, and we're talking 5 years ago, not 20 years ago. Okay, let's continue opening this box. Honestly, if you open this box today, Razakhet, Scarab God, Locust God, it's quite a valuable box, There's a foil Intelligence and another Earthshaker camera. Hour of Devastation is a small set, not a very big set. We're talking here, I think 160, 170 cards. So it's a small set, very small set. There's another camera. Therefore, hitting duplicates was quite common during that time. Nowadays, with sets that go beyond 400 cards, it's quite difficult to hit a duplicate rare card in the same box. Even though sometimes you hit that card, and it's always a bulk rare. Just remember that if you hit a duplicate rare card from the same box, it's a bulk rare, not the most expensive one. Let's see what we have here. There is an Hour of Eternity. We already pulled that card. As this is from my archives, the setup, the camera, it's not really the most, let's say, ideal one. There's another mythic cards Monesh. I didn't had a very good HD camera during that time, 5 years ago. Technology was different from today. And even my setup was not an excellent setup. There is a foil common card. and okay, Trustless Mercy. I was saying that even something else, even foil cards, they weren't that much easy to pull. Nowadays, foil cards don't have any value at all with collector booster boxes. With one foil card in every 3 packs. And there's the invocation. Yes, there is an invocation there. And I'm going to show you the original voice, the original sound of this box. And you can imagine how excited I was.
Guys, yes, I told you there is an invocation.
I was very excited. Hitting that card.
There is an invocation. I can believe.
A nice invocation. Yes, a nice invocation. I was literally, I didn't even care about the rare cards. It's a Nimble Obscurist, which was a very good rare card during that time. Only one thing, and I told you, Doomsday. Doomsday was the invocation in this box. These cards are beautiful, Yes, it's very difficult to read them, but these cards are beautiful, and that's why during that time the invocations weren't that much popular, because it was difficult to read. Nowadays they are becoming quite valuable and quite expensive, and as you can see, I just had to bring a sleeve and sleeve that card. Doomsday, that was the invocation. Honestly, once you hit a masterpiece in these boxes, you don't care anymore about what are you going to pull from the rest of the packs. Let's just open the last 2 packs just to close this video. Just 2. There's another mythic card, the Crested Summer, the horse. Okay, that was okay, but who cared? Who cared? When you pull an invocation, who cared? Last pack, the last pack of this box. I really hope you're enjoying these type of videos, these archives. I have a couple of more videos of these boxes that I haven't released. There's a, I think, Hour of Devastation. Yes, that's the card, the same name of the set. I hope you enjoyed this video. I told you, the invocation, Doomsday, that is the big hit of this box. As always, subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.